Lesson 67 in phonics. The sounds that we have today, there's not very many of them. All right, so this part's going to go really, really quickly for us.
S.
What else can this say besides? Yeah, it says two sounds. S, z. And this one says as. Ing. What do you notice though, before we go on, what do you notice about all of those sounds? Raylyn? They what? You want somebody to help you out? Pick a friend to help you.
They all have like a hyphen, which means a short vowel before them.
Not always a short vowel though, no. But they have a hyphen because where are they located in the word? At the end of the word. Okay, these are all different suffixes added to a word. So like dress, dresses. Dress, dressing. Dress, dresser. Okay, let's do some writing of our sounds. Oh, here it is. They're vacuuming the hallway. It's quite noisy. First sound, ear.
Ear.
Second sound, spl.
Slow.
Like in splat, spl. Third sound, ing.
Ing.
Fourth sound, er.
Er.
At the end of a word, er. Ew, at the end of a word, ew.
Ew. Ow in the middle of a word. Ow. Long A in the middle of a word before N or L. You want me to say that again? Long A in the middle of a word before N or L. Long I before T. Oh, sorry. Let's go over those. The first sound was ear. The second one was spl. After that was ing. Then at the end of a word. Then it was ooh at the end of a word. And then ow.
Ow in the middle of a word is O-U, like in sound or bounce. Long A in the middle of a word before N or L is A-I. Good job. And our last sound was long I before T.
I-G-A.
Yes.
Yeah, 100 post-it. That's what I just put.
Everybody, whoa, I just about knocked that off my head.
At least it wasn't over here.
Everybody have their sounds? Alrighty. Let's continue on with words. Everybody sitting up straight and tall. Lids on your marker because you don't need it yet.
It's okay. Circus. Scarlet.
Hold on, let's start over. I was all goofed up here. Alright. Circus, scarlet, mortal, export, parcel, parsnip, cargo, cancer, harvest, extort, torso, distort. Like the middle part of your body, like your belly and carpet, lobster, sordid, perfect, harness, morbid, girder, perfume, perspire, escort, offer, amber, latter, not ladder, latter, copper, darling, orbit, infirm, garlic. Hold on, slide your mask down because some of you are just sitting there not doing anything. Beside, grave, entire, mule, promote, stampede, inspire, 9, tadpole, use, intrude, pastime, trade, wire, refuse, welfare, imbibe, imbibe, I don't even know what that word is. Unmade, textile, grove, admire, tune, ozone, athlete. This word is transmit. Transmit the info to base camp. Let's read that fluently, not so slow, and not like a robot. Here we go. Transmit the info to base camp. He will need a liver transplant. Let's read that smoothly. He will need a liver transplant. Do you know what transplant means?
Yes.
To take a different liver and put it into a new person.
What's okay?
A liver is one of your organs inside your body.
It helps get all the
It helps clean out like some of the toxic things that get into our body, and it helps keep it from going further into it. And wow. Did you solve that complex math problem? Complex means hard. Let's read it smoothly. Did you solve that complex math problem? Display your project for the judges. Smoothly. Display your project for the judges.
That was short.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's short today.
Alrighty. We're gonna just do a few words today because I think that went pretty quickly. So I think we'll jump over to lesson 68 to do the new material after this new material. We'll see. Alright, first word. Counting.
Counting.
Fewer.
Fewer.
Coaches.
Coaches.
Locate.
Locate.
Locate. Quilts.
Quilts.
Quilts. Okay, let's go over those 5 words. The first one was counting. Thank you. C or K at the beginning of counting? C. What's saying ow in the middle of counting?
O-U.
What about the nt?
N-T.
Ing?
I-N-G.
All right. Our next word was fewer.
Fewer.
So let's look at the few part of it.
F.
What about the oo at the end of few?
E-W.
What about
E-R.
er at the end of a word? After fewer, we had coaches. C or a K at the beginning of coaches?
C.
It's a C. What about O in the middle of coaches?
O-A.
Ch.
C-H.
As?
E-S.
What's that next word?
Locate.
Locate. So the low part of that first syllable is just L-O. It's an open syllable. Low. And then Kate. So C. What about the 8 at the end of that word?
K.
If it's at the end of that word, how's it going to spell out? Lucas?
C-A-T.
Yes. And then our last word was it quilt or quilts? I can't remember.
Quilts.
Quilts. Qua.
Q.
Make sure your Q has the tail going back like a real Q does, not around, turning it into a G. So qua. I. Ult.
L-T-S.
Just an S. Ooh, I switched the color. How'd you do?
99.
Let's go to new material. It's not really new. We've talked about syllables before, right? But now, in these syllables, we're talking about base words and suffixes. Suffixes are added to the end of a base word. So what's the base word here?
Farm.
Farm. What's the suffix?
E.
What's the word?
Farming.
What's the base word?
Tell.
Amy, can you pay attention with us? What's the base word?
Tell.
What's the suffix? Put it together.
Teller.
What's the base word?
Rust.
What's the suffix?
E.
Put it together.
Rusting.
Base word.
Feed.
Suffix. Put it together.
Feeder.
What's the word?
Locker.
What's the base word?
Lock.
What's the suffix? Where would I divide it?
K-E.
Right, it would be divided right there. Okay. Next one. Oh, we've already talked about that. We're a step ahead of them. Sweet. Okay, in locker, lock is closed because there's consonants after that vowel. Is R controlled. That R is bossing the E around. What's the word? Smoother. Friends, what's the base word?
Smooth.
What's the suffix? In smooth. How would I label this one? Because there's our first syllable. Smooth. How would I label this? Is it open? No, because it's not just smooth, is it? And it would actually say smo. So what is this going to be labeled as? What do you notice right there? So what do I need to label it as?
Vowel pair.
Which is VP. How about the ER, everybody?
R control.
Let's check our work. Base, suffix, we already said that. Were we correct?
Yes.
Vowel pair, R controlled. What's the word?
Marking.
Marking. What's the base word?
Mark.
Mark, which is our first syllable. What's the suffix?
E.
Which is our second syllable. So we would divide it right there. How would we label mark? Everyone.
R control.
R controlled. That AR makes it R controlled. All right. What about that ing? Ing. Connor thinks closed. You're thinking closed. Closed. Let's look and see. Were we correct? Base word, suffix. R controlled, closed. Yep, ing is a closed syllable. The word is stinging. What's the base word?
Sting.
What's the suffix?
Ing.
Correct? Yes, we were. How would we label sting? It's like saying ing, ing. Remember what ing was from the previous slide? What is it?
Close.
Closed and
Close.
the word is zinger. What's the base word?
Zing.
What's the suffix? All right. Is zing. How would we label zing, I guess? What is it? Everybody.
Close.
Which is a C, right? How about the
R control.
R controlled. This word is smelling. What's the base word?
Smell.
What's the suffix?
Ing.
Ing. How would we label smell? What kind of syllable is it? Everyone.
Closed.
It is closed. What about ing?
Closed.
We're going to skip that. We're going to go over to, make sure I go to the right part, lesson 68, and talk about this new material too, okay? Because it was, all the stuff above it in the slides was really super, super short.
Many.
It's just introducing us to another sight word. It's not new to us. It's just one that we're going to be practicing as we read through things. So many. That was a lot of new material, wasn't it?
A lot.
Both. I forgot there was more. And then I wanted us to practice. We're skipping that. Buy. Like, come over here, buy me.
No.
Which buy is this?
Like you buy something.
You buy it with money. Okay, that's it. Super simple. Now, put your lids on your markers. Erase your boards. Put your boards back in your crates, your erasers on your desks. And let's take a look at, I don't think we'll take the time to do both pages that go with both lessons. We'll just do 67. So pull off 67 off of your packet. Just 67. And this will not take you long at all. You are looking at the words, and you're just going to write the base word on the first line and the suffix on the second line. Just like when we went through all of those slides and we decided what was the base word, what was the suffix. The suffix is the ending added to that base word. So they did the first one for us. Locker, base word, lock. Suffix, How about marking, base word?
Mark.
Mark, suffix,
Ing.
We'll do one more together. Stinging, base word,
Sting.
suffix.
Ing.
So sting is the base word, ing is the suffix. Any questions? Yes.
Read a book when we're done.
Just read when you're done. I'll have you compare your papers with other people. So hold on to your paper and just actually work on iReady when you're done. Because we didn't get to iReady yesterday, did we?
Will we still compare them?
We'll still compare them, but just work on iReady while others are finishing. Any other questions? Yes.
What is the word after?
Laborer. Laborer is like a worker. Let's set your pencils down. Let's read through the words so that you understand what they are. Laborer, taller, enjoying, ordering. Oh, sorry, I skipped one. Fewer, ordering, harvester, brewing, cleaner, pounding. Got it? You remember what to do when you're done?
Do we have to separate them or not? Like if it made it.
You're just writing it. You don't have, if it's easier for you to do that, to decide, that's fine. But you don't have to.